Nestled in a safe neighborhood in the Greater Toronto Area is Shifra Homes.
Hi, Laura.
Hi,
How are you doing?
Good. How are
Welcome
you?
to Shifra Homes.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm so excited.
Providing food, shelter, and other essentials, plus plenty of nurturing, young mothers escaping dire situations can come and be cared for up to 1 year.
Things labeled boy, girl, age, formula.
Executive Director Nancy Romic has steered Shifra through some very challenging times that has not only seen Shifra survive, but grow from 1 to 2 homes that accommodates 10 young mothers at a time.
How are you?
Hey, this is her pretty little baby.
What would you say are some of the experiences and life challenges the women who are coming to stay in your program and teenagers have experienced?
What I realized over these 12 years was that these young women were coming from a lot of trauma, abuse, dysfunction, neglect, poverty, homelessness, and in the last year, 5 years, victims of human trafficking. So there was a greater need. You have to remember, when a victim of human trafficking comes to the house, or a lot of these women, they come with the clothes on their back. That's it. There's no ID. There's no clothes. There's nothing. So you're having to work, get all these things going in order to connect them with all the resources and supports and help them through all these things that they need to get through. Sign them up for school, get their OSRs, transfer their credits. Logistically, it's a lot of work. The baby actually saves this young mom's life. It puts this mother in a different frame, and she makes all these choices and changes based on everyday living at Shifra. We do have complete wraparound services, as I said, so we have psychotherapists, we have addictions counselors, we have art therapy, we have all these classes, budgeting, cooking, baking, Mother Goose, baby massages, you name it, we have it. And what we're trying to do is give this young woman a sense of what normal is.
Would it be like a snack shop?
Nancy, you've had an incredible impact at Shifra House since you've been leading in 2012. That vision you had for a warm, inviting, welcoming environment, homes for women that, really feel like home, has really come to pass. What drew you to this kind of work?
I really believe God, because I always tell the girls I had a very successful nursing agency for over 25 years, and if somebody had told me that this is what I would be doing at this stage of my life, I probably would have laughed and not believed or even imagined something like this. But I feel like there's a greater purpose. From when I was young, it was always about healing. It was always about looking after everyone else. And somehow, even though I didn't understand it, God led me to Shifra, and that's where I really found my passion with these young women and being their mom. And I'm not their biological mother, but I am their mother in every sense of the word.
That is your twin, bro.
Leaving a difficult family situation and unable to find a long-term housing solution, Renea came to Shifra Homes to meet with Nancy only a few months before her daughter was due.
I immediately had to hold back tears because I was like, wow, first of all, the house is beautiful. The energy and how everyone made me feel so welcomed. Please eat. How are you? Do you need water? Please sit down. I'm just not used to that. So I left early because I was crying. Yep. Thank you.
Now, with the thriving 5-month-old, Renea finally sees hope for the future.
It's definitely life-altering. I say all the time, I don't know where I would be without Shifra. I didn't grow up in the best household when I was younger, and I've always told myself, if I were to ever have kids, that I always want to make sure that, my daughter or my son has a better, at-home situation than I did. And it's coming into Shifra, it's really good. It's a really good feeling, and it just makes me feel like I'm a proud mom, honestly.
And how has being a mom changed you?
I used to be a very angry person. just based off of my childhood traumas and what I've been through, it's honestly put a lot of anger into me. And being pregnant and at Shifra has honestly calmed me a lot. It's made me more patient. It's made me more understanding. I feel like Reja definitely has changed my life in many ways for the better. And being a mom is honestly just, there's nothing else I would rather do. I've always wanted to be like a social worker. So ironically, being at Shifra and seeing all the students and all the volunteers, because some of them are social workers or child and youth workers, it does motivate me to like see that like I can do it.
It's refreshing. It's really nice. I love everyone here, the energy, the vibe, it's all really nice.
Tona is a recent graduate of Shifra Homes. She is currently in their follow-up Home Sweet Hope program. It helps these moms to transition into society by supplementing a portion of their rent, tuition, and other supports as needed. Sadly, Tona's journey to becoming a mother almost didn't happen.
I had booked an abortion, actually, and nobody knew except for the guy that I was dating and one of my best friends. My aunt, she just had called me out of the blue, and she said to me, "The Holy Spirit told me you were going to have an abortion." And I remember just crying out, yes. I had a plan Friday. I had been crying out to God all week. I'm scared, I'm confused. And that is when it started. She actually accepted me. She said, we're going to help you out here. I actually kind of had a mentality that they may not accept me because of the sin of sex before marriage. But instead, they embraced me. And so it started there. And at first, the other family members, it took them some time to kind of catch up and support. But eventually, I have a village now.
How thankful are you that your aunt called you that day, that God put it on her heart to call you?
Beyond. It changed everything for me. I do believe that if I didn't get that phone call, I would have went down a very bad cycle. And it's not to say that God wouldn't, rescue me. I would say that it would be a little bit more difficult. I think his timing was perfect and always is.
Tona has reconnected with her Christian faith, and with the help of Shifra Homes, she's enrolled in business studies at a local college. She has big dreams for her 2-year-old son, Elijah.
Good job. I want him to fear the Lord and follow God with all his heart, because I know the times that we're in, and my desire is for him to have a strong connection with his Creator, but also to be a successful soccer player, successful in some sort of way, but the main goal is for his relationship with God.
And as you look to your future, what are your hopes and dreams?
My focus would be for women who have experienced similar things. I would like for them to feel the love of God, that unconditional love, and to know their purpose here on earth. And that there is everlasting life, that this is just a portion of life.
I see the beauty in each and every one of these girls, and I'm just so blessed that I get to be a part of their lives. Just watching the success of women graduating, going to college, going to university, getting married, having a family, and knowing what should have been a very bad time in this young woman mom's life turns into something so beautiful that words aren't even adequate to describe it. Funny.